I have some news, and I'm not sure how you're gonna take it.
Is something wrong? Do you need to go to the hospital?
Eventually, yes, but for now it's just a waiting game. I'm pregnant.
Are you kidding?
No. I'm sorry, I know we wanted to wait another couple of years since you're working so much. I wanted to wait until you got home, but I'll be in a meeting until after 9.
If that's the case, I think I'll head to the bar after work.
Are you okay?
I don't know. We need to talk about it.
I know. However, I want to say that I want to keep the baby.
That's what I thought. We'll talk about this when we both have some time.
How about this weekend? I don't have anything on Saturday or Sunday.
I'm booked both days.
Okay. Well, you let me know when you're available and I'll make sure that my schedule is clear.
What you need to think about is the fact that we already have little time together. If we had a baby, we may never see each other again.
I understand your concerns. We'll talk about it when you're able to make some time for it.
Okay. Have a good luck with the meetings.
Enjoy your evening, and I love you.
Love you too.
Hey Celia, how are you doing?
Trying to enjoy my break before starting grad school.
I heard that you had some real problems with your last year.
Well, yeah. I was doing something a lot more difficult than tech. I mean, I'm going into medicine.
I know, and I'm so proud of you.
Don't do that.
What do you mean?
You're being patronizing.
No, I'm serious. I'm really proud of you. I still remember how wild you were during your teenage years.
OMG, stop! Why do you always have to bring up the past? It's like you want to put me down.
I'm sorry, that's not what I was trying to do at all.
Of course it was. You've always looked down on me.
What are you talking about? I've always been supportive of you.
That's just another way that you think you can control me.
I'm sorry that this conversation has gone so off track. I was just trying to check on you.
I'm not a child anymore. I don't need you checking on me.
I understand. It's just Mom said you were having some trouble and suggested I should check in with you.
That's just Mom being a little overprotective. You don't need to pay attention to her.
So you are okay?
I'm just fine.
That's good. I'm also planning on having everyone to a dinner this weekend. Do you think you can come?
I don't know. I'm pretty busy. What day?
I haven't set a date yet.
Who do you plan to invite?
Just you, Mom, and Dad.
So you aren't going to invite your husband?
He's working this weekend. It will just be the original family.
I don't think I can make it this weekend. Like I said, I'm really busy.
Okay, I'll go ahead and tell you then. I'm pregnant. Please don't tell Mom and Dad. I want to surprise them.
Sure. I need to get going. I have a lot to do.
Okay, have a great day. I love you, sis.
I have to get going, so I can't keep chatting. Have fun.
Mandy, when were you going to tell me? Hi, Mom. What do you mean? Celia just said that you were pregnant. She wasn't supposed to tell you. So you really are pregnant and you want to keep it a secret? I wanted to tell you and Dad in person this weekend. She wasn't supposed to tell you. Oh my goodness! You're pregnant! I'm gonna have my first grandchild! Yes, you are. It's too early to know the gender, but the doctor said that I'm 7 weeks along. And you didn't suspect it? No, we weren't planning to have a baby yet. Now is the perfect time. We're both retiring soon, so we can do so much to help with the baby. I'm pretty sure that will be helpful. Huh, wow. I thought you might argue with me. You're so independent. Well, I only found out because I went to the doctor today. She said that I'll need to be careful. Why? I wasn't feeling well. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. When I got pregnant with Celia, I got very sick. That's why we stopped having children. Really? I didn't know that. I don't like talking about it. If you know more about your health problems, that might be helpful while I'm going through my first pregnancy. Why? I didn't have any trouble with you, and you were my first. It could help me and my doctor to keep an eye for similar problems. Well, I guess I can tell you. Let me get together some materials. Okay. I'll send along the invitation to you and Dad. If possible, please don't tell him. I wanted to see the look of joy on your face, but I'll bet Dad's expression will be just as priceless. Okay, I'll make sure he doesn't know. Send along the details for dinner. Thanks, Mom. I love you. I love you too, my little genius. You have two little geniuses now. Oh, that's true. Take good care of you and my little grandbaby. Don't worry, I will. Hey, Greg, I have my appointment this Wednesday.
Okay.
Do you want to come?
No, I think you can handle it.
Well, yes, I can, but it would be nice if you would come at least once.
Why? You didn't give me any say about keeping the baby. Why do you care if I'm there or not?
What? I thought you said you were excited.
Of course, because I felt I had to. Especially after your family all ganged up on me.
What do you mean my family ganged up on you?
You told them without talking to me about that.
I did talk to you about it. Before I even told my family.
That's not how I remember it.
Look, I know this has been a rough pregnancy, and I really appreciate that you tried, but you seemed to lose interest after the doctor told me we couldn't be intimate.
Well, it wasn't exactly great news. What man would be happy to hear he has to go months without that?
I'm really sorry. It wasn't like I didn't want to. I just didn't want to compromise our baby.
More like your baby. I really didn't have a say.
You were the one who stopped... Never mind.
No, go on, say it.
Are you cheating on me?
What? Don't go making this my fault. I'm already doing without. I don't need you accusing me of stuff on top of it.
You've just been so cold. You used to say how you looked forward to having kids.
Not right now. I wanted a few more years alone with you. If I would have known that you were gonna have trouble with the pregnancy, I probably wouldn't have wanted children.
What? But... Does that mean you don't want to be in our baby's life?
I didn't say that, but it might not be such a bad thing.
It would be a horrible thing.
Aren't you gonna stay home?
Yes, for the first few months.
And that will turn into the first few years. Then you'll have another kid, and before we know it, you'll never work again.
You should know me better than that. I have to have work to stay busy.
Yeah, you say that now. But you also said you were happy to wait.
It's not like I planned to get pregnant now.
You were happy enough to just keep going with something you claimed you didn't want.
I'm sorry you're unhappy. Seemed like you were excited at first.
You made me feel like I had to accept it.
But you changed so much. Something feels so off. Tell me, is something going on?
Stop projecting your insecurities onto me. I'm not cheating on you. I'm just sick of you trying to distract me from the truth.
What are you talking about?
I see what you're doing. You're manipulating the situation so that you can stay home.
You know that I can work from home. Believe me, I'm not gonna make you the sole breadwinner.
See? You even know what I'm trying to say. That proves that you thought this through.
No! You know that. This isn't getting us anywhere. Do you have time to talk tonight?
No. I've got a lot of meetings.
I can stay up late.
I thought you needed extra rest because of your pregnancy.
Yes, but rest isn't the same as needing more sleep. I can stay up, then talk when you get home.
I'll let you know when I have time.
Okay. Stay safe. I love you. Hi, Mom. Is Celia still sleeping? Yes, she has grown up a lot, but she still sleeps until noon. Okay, I'm coming over. Why do you need to know if she's still up for that? I'll tell you about it later. You're making me nervous. This isn't about her schooling, is it? I'm just doing a bit of research. What do you mean? I'll tell you a bit later. Right now, I need to focus. Okay. Just make sure to take care of yourself and my grandbaby. Of course, Mom. I love you. I love you too, my little genius.
What new drama are you trying to stir up with your latest email?
It's just the conclusion to what you and my sister started.
What's that supposed to mean? You know how I feel about your younger sister.
Oh, believe me, I do know. It's funny how quickly you changed your tune.
What's that supposed to mean? She acts so spoiled and entitled. So weird that you would think we're doing anything together.
Really? Maybe you should open the email and take the time to find out what it says.
I'm too busy for whatever you're trying to do. You can't manipulate me anymore.
Funny you should say that. You know, they say that cheaters always try to turn it around on their partners.
I know. That's what I've been saying. Maybe that baby isn't even mine. Wait, is this email confirming that you've been cheating on me?
No, it's my way of saying that I'm entirely disappointed in you. I thought that you loved me and that you would support me.
There you go, playing the victim again.
Tell me, do you really want nothing to do with my baby?
Are you giving me a choice?
Absolutely. If you say you don't want to be in my baby's life, then I will respect that.
Thank God. No, I don't want to be in the life of your little bastard's life. How is that even a question?
What if I told you that the baby is yours? Do you still not want to be in the baby's life?
There's nothing you can do to convince me that the baby is mine. And since you're admitting to infidelity, I want you out of the house.
Well, first, this is my house. Your name is not on the deed, remember? I bought it when we were still dating. You hadn't even moved in with me yet.
Infidelity changes things.
I agree with you about that. But back to my original point. I'm saying this is your baby. Do you want to be a part of the baby's life?
So you want me to pretend for a second that your bastard is mine?
Yes.
I've already told you that I'm not ready for a child. If you're giving me an out, then I'm gonna take it.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that for my baby, but I guess never knowing you will make things a lot easier. Now, why don't you open that email? You'll find out what you need to do going forward.
What is this? How did you... None of this is real.
You forget that I work in IT. It's all real, and it was easily accessible on my sister's laptop. Then again, you also leaving your phone when you two were sexting last night did help.
It's not what it looks like.
It's exactly what it looks like. I strongly recommend you just sign the divorce papers.
Babe, I'm so sorry. I still love you.
Well, buddy, the feeling is not mutual.
I can fix this, honey. I can be the man you fell in love with.
You slept with my sister, repeatedly, for months.
She came on to me, and you couldn't. I was in a horrible place, and she used that against me.
I can see that she's been coming on to you for years, pretty much ever since we started dating. You were strong up until I actually needed you. Then you proved that you were not only not trustworthy, you're entirely unreliable.
I'm so sorry. Please give me another chance.
Sorry, but I can't even look at you now.
But haven't you been sleeping with someone else?
No.
So you're pregnant with my baby?
I gave you an out, you took it. From now on, my baby doesn't have a father.
That's not fair. You made me think that the baby wasn't mine.
You've already put me through enough over this pregnancy. I won't let you do anything else. For months, you've shown no interest in my baby. Now you got that child-free life you decided you wanted.
Please, don't leave me. I love you.
You have 3 days to move out. I recommend you take time off to do it.
You can't do this. How can you throw away the 5 years we've been together?
There's no chance I'm gonna remain married to someone who slept with my sister. I'll be gone for the next few days. Make sure you're out before I return. And don't try to leave a letter or anything. I won't read it.
I can't believe you want to end it like this. I want to fix things.
There is nothing left to fix. From here on out, my lawyer will work with you to get the divorce over. And don't worry, I'll never ask you for money.
If you let me be in my baby's life, I'll send you whatever you want.
Half of your paycheck.
What? That's ridiculous. I'm not paying that.
Good luck, Greg.
Mandy, my school said that you haven't paid for this semester. The payment was due last week.
I know, but I'm not paying for your higher education.
What is wrong with you? You don't have a say, it's Greg's money. Just pay for my schooling, or else...
Or else what?
I'll tell Greg. He'll pay for my classes.
That's so funny. Thank you for that.
I'm not just threatening you. If you don't pay for my schooling, I'll tell your husband.
That's in transition.
What's that supposed to mean?
Do you ever check your emails? Because I explain everything in it.
I'm not a child, remember? Stop trying to tell me what to do. What the... How did you get that picture?
From your computer?
You can't just go using my stuff!
I paid for that laptop. But don't worry, I'll let you keep it. Knowing what you and my ex-husband did, I don't want anything that you've touched.
You deserved it!
You've been hitting on him since the first time you met him. Congrats! You finally got him.
I'll treat him 1,000 times better than you ever did.
Really? Do you think you can do more than what I did for him?
Of course! He's got a high-paying job. I can be the perfect housewife for him.
He doesn't want a housewife. Now, if you were to finish schooling, he might be interested. I don't know. I don't think I know him all that well, to be honest. Not if he can sleep with you while neglecting a pregnant wife.
See? You think you're so special. Greg and I will be perfectly happy without you.
Good luck getting him to pay for your schooling. Also, I'm disowning you. You'll never get another penny from me.
I don't need you now that I took your husband.
Sorry, Celia. You're in for a rude awakening.
What's that supposed to mean? He's going to be so much better with me and without you and your horrible, unwanted baby in his life. Answer me! Mandy, answer me! Why didn't you tell me that you were the breadwinner? If I had known that, I wouldn't have slept with your husband.
Wow, that's a way to tell me who you are without giving me your name. What do you want, Celia?
I want you to pay for my college. My mom and dad are threatening to kick me out.
And they don't know why I stopped paying for you yet. Imagine what would happen if I told them.
You wouldn't do that to me. I'm your sister.
This coming from the brat who slept with my husband? Apparently sisters are capable of absolute horrors. But in this case, I disowned you, remember?
You can't do that! I'm still your sister, no matter how you feel about it.
Keep talking, Celia, and I'll tell Mom and Dad why I got a divorce.
You can't bluff with me. I know you still love me and you're just mad because I ruined your marriage. All I have to do is wait for you to come to your senses.
You're so right. I do need to come to my senses. Good luck, Celia. You're really going to need it.
I'll be waiting for your apology.
Greg begged, but considering everything he had said and done over my pregnancy, I wasn't going to give him another chance. He tried to fight the divorce, so I let his boss know what happened. Greg's boss is old-fashioned, and when he learned how Greg had acted, he recommended he be sent to an office several states away. It wasn't exactly a demotion, but there's no ladder to climb out in the middle of nowhere. Last I heard, he was miserable because his parents didn't know why we divorced. Greg was too much of a coward to tell his parents about the divorce, and since he never told them I was pregnant, I doubt they know that they're grandparents. Once Greg realized that he wasn't getting me back, he seemed to decide it wasn't worth fighting for access to my son. He doesn't even know that I have a son. I occasionally think about telling his parents, but honestly, I know why he turned out the way he did. We were low contact with them for almost the entire relationship. I don't want to invite them into my life and possibly mess with my child. My sister never did learn her lesson. As soon as I got off the phone with her, I called her parents and told them what she did. They were so disgusted with her that they gave her a week to find somewhere else to live. She tried to move in with Greg before he left town, but he didn't want anything to do with her. He told her what he always thought of her and blamed her for what happened. While he did play a large role, I know my sister was more at fault. I saw how she kept trying to get with him over the years. Mostly, I'm disappointed in my ex. I'm absolutely unforgiving when it comes to Celia, though. I paid for her schooling and everything, and that was how she treated me? Last I heard, she was couch surfing because my parents think they're at fault for her. My mother had spoiled her as a child because she had been so sick when Celia was young. It was like she was trying to make up for missed bonding time, but went overboard. They hope she gets her life together, but they can't ignore the fact that they enabled her on some levels. I seriously doubt that she's going to improve anytime soon. I know that she's not in school anymore, but I really don't care what happens to her. Not long after all of the drama, I had my son. It's been a couple of years and we're perfectly happy. He's hitting all of his milestones early and showing a lot of potential to follow in my footsteps as a tech wizard.